EU leaders will meet in Brussels for an extraordinary council on Thursday to agree on a €50 billion four-year aid package for Ukraine after Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán blocked all compromises in December. The meeting also came after weeks of intense talks on possible ways to get around Orbán's veto. This includes concessions on a possible medium-term review of Ukrainian finances in 2025. The current impasse has triggered harsh criticism of the European Council for allowing the situation to arise. Article 7 could theoretically result in the suspension of Hungary's right vote. But EU countries have been reticent to move forward, and any new attempts revive the process could be blocked by Orbán's friend, Slovakia's Prime Minister, Robert Fico. An EU diplomat said it would actually be inappropriate to try to advance Article 7 procedure ahead of the Extraordinary Council, as efforts were focused on finding a solution acceptable to 27 EU countries. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet EU leaders via video conference before discussing new money to be given to Kiev as part of wider talks on the EU's long-term budget. Heads of state and government will also discuss military support to Ukraine. But no decision is expected to come out of the meeting, following decision of International Court of Justice calling on Israel to take all possible measures to prevent genocide in Palestine. Israel-Hamas war is expected to be on leaders' agenda. On Monday, January 29, EU ministers responsible for European affairs will hold a discussion on domestic reforms linked enlargement and Commission's proposal to combat the threat of foreign interference in run-up European elections. They will also discuss the latest rule of law report on Spain, France, Croatia and Italy. Ahead of the Extraordinary Council, French President Emmanuel Macron is expected to visit Sweden on Tuesday and Wednesday, January 30 and 31, to discuss European defense issues. In Brussels, EU ministers responsible for defense policy will also meet on Tuesday and Wednesday to discuss informal joint military operations and potential security threats. Another informal meeting with EU foreign ministers will take place on Friday and Saturday. The talks came after statements from several countries, including Lithuania and Germany, claiming that there was a risk that Russia would launch an attack on NATO countries if preventive measures were not taken in Ukraine. It also took place ahead of the presentation of the new European Defence Investment Programme, which is expected to be held on February 27. Italy-Africa Summit and others. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen will travel Rome on Monday to attend the Italy-Africa Summit, where ultranationalist Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is expected to announce a new partnership focused on energy investments. On Tuesday, 9 cities will present their bids to host the future Anti-Money Laundering Authority at a hearing with representatives of the European